do you know somebody in Philadelphia who roots for the Sixers and the Clippers? Because I've been around Los Angeles. You're the only Sixer Clipper fan I know, period. I mean, you're 101. You're 101, sir. You're a unicorn.
That's how I like to go through my life, Rich.
You're a unicorn.
I don't want to be like everybody else.
You're a unicorn. So your night began with Joel Embiid should have gotten ejected, didn't, and then James Harden got ejected and shouldn't have.
That was awful.
So you got that working. As the Brooklyn Nets put the scare in the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey's a very talented basketball player.
Yes, he is.
And Embiid with a huge defensive stop. And despite, I mean, if I told you going into that game 5 of 13, 14 and 10 would be his stat line, you'd go, uh-oh.
We might be in trouble.
Correct. And 102-97 is the final score. And the Sixers are up 3-0. That's your ultimate headline. But boy, is there a lot in the copy. A lot in the copy. And I guess, interestingly enough, Ty Lue being the other coach of your favorite double dip right there. He was the first guy to get famously stepped over in a playoff game, and he didn't do anything to Allen Iverson. Well, but we saw somebody step over a Sixer last night, and Embiid flipped his leg straight up. And let me tell you this: if Draymond Green had done that, he might have been arrested. But Embiid didn't get ejected.
Perception and
Embiid also missed.
How do you miss with such a huge leg, too?
Not sure.
Because he wasn't really trying to. He was just trying to get him from over top of him.
He does not get ejected, and Harden gets ejected later on.
That was so whack,
man.
Is that the worst ejection in the history of the NBA playoffs?
Oh.
It might have to. I mean,
yeah,
I'm serious.
You might be right.
Not remembering every ejection from every NBA playoffs,
but
I can say of all the bad ejections, this was the latest one.
It's terrible.
It was the latest one.
Terrible.
And Harden after the game had this to say, and I don't blame him a word out of his mouth, out of the beard. I don't blame a word that came out of a mouth that you probably couldn't see because it was surrounded by such facial hair. Here was Harden.
Unacceptable. Like unacceptable, flagrant too. Like the first time I've been ejected, I'm not labeled as a dirty player. You know what I mean? I didn't hit him in a private area. Somebody's draped on you like that defensively. It's just a natural basketball reaction, and I didn't hit him hard enough for him to fall down like that. But for a flagrant 2, it's unacceptable. Like, this is a playoff game. You've seen around the league things that are much more worse than what that play was. Honestly, I don't even think it was a foul on me. But yeah, that's unacceptable. That can't happen, bro.
You don't believe anything he said?
I said every word out of his mouth is.
Oh, I misheard.
Is the truth.
You couldn't see his mouth.
You just couldn't see his mouth.
I was like, whoa, wait a second.
Every word he said is true. Every word he said is true. Look, the league's got it. I mean, I think, does every league have officiating problems? Because everyone has 4K television sets and you can see everything and you could actually rewind things yourself, or you could see it in the palm of your hand, and we're seeing, as soon as it's happening, it's right there in your...
Yeah, and the problem, too, is, Rich, it's happening so fast. It's happening. Just look at the Draymond Green and Sabonis situation. That was a quarter of a second incident. And that we have the slow-mo and the 4K, 8K, you can parse it down and see every last frame of what happened. But that's not how it happened in real time, and I think that's a huge issue now.
Royce O'Neal flopped. I mean, there's no other way to put it, didn't he?
I think so.
I think so.
And by the way, the private area that he said he didn't hit him in, it's not like it was behind piping and drapes, That's not the private area he's referring to. It's like we didn't go somewhere out of the public view.
But you can see it on replay.
My
that
video shop is
didn't hit him where the referees said that he hit them.
Come on, man.
So what are we doing?
That's the problem right there, Chris. The fact that they're going back, reviewing this stuff, looking at it, and
still getting it wrong.
And still getting it wrong. Like, I can understand you're right. It's going so fast, but...
Hey, at least for you, your Sixers won, and they're up 3-0, and this thing should be a wrap at some point in time.
Yeah.
So, but NBA's got themselves an officiating problem, I would think. Nobody's happy. It's unbelievable. Like, literally nobody's happy.
Yeah.
Even the team that's up 3-0 is saying, that sucked. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.